demo run for Akurra. Let's go!
Hello, my name is Advedtim, or Advi for short. I'm running Akurra 100%. With me is Kirby703.
That's me. I've never seen this game, so I'm in for a treat.
And right as we get started, I do need to know what the file name winner was.
The file name winner was Advi Rules. That's capital A D V Y, capital R U L E S.
Nice. We don't have ace in this game. That's not how you spell.
Advi Rules.
There we go. My brain is too busy thinking about other things that I forget how words work. There we go. So this is like a top-down Sokoban style puzzle game. And I'm going to have to kind of talk a lot in the very first part of the run because of how many things we break. And time will start right as I hit register. So 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. So first things first, this game has an undo and a reset, and we use those extensively for a lot of movement optimization. The interesting thing about the undo in this game is it's actually interaction-based, but we can, like, even just that reset, that saves 3 steps if you don't, miss the directions. So this looks like a grid-based puzzle game, but, well, it's supposed to be. It's kind of, we found a way to get off the grid, which has a lot of interesting consequences. You basically occupy 2 tiles at the same time. And while that's usually a bad thing, it means you can do stuff like interact with that bell from further away than you're supposed to and not have to get off the platform that would collapse.
Oh, hi.
So the undo in this game is interaction-based. It's a little hard to notice at first. But instead of just undoing a single movement, it undoes the last time you interact with something in the world. It's a cool way of doing it, and the movement optimization with that is quite interesting. Next thing we're going to do is, if we do a grid offset into water, it will spawn us 1 tile further back than we're supposed to be, and put us inside of things. So I can just open that from without having to ring the blue bell.
I'm just watching in awe. I understand nothing. You push the wooden blocks and then the game goes.
Yep. Here's one of the fun movement optimizations. I can push blocks correctly. Because it's the last interaction there was going into the teleporter, so you undo and you're back on the other side of the teleporter. So the main collectible in this game, you'll see on the next screen, is these stars. There's 15 of them. We only need 5 to finish the run, but this is 100%, so we need all 15. Need some water already.
Well, you're in the ocean, so I found some water.
Oops. All right, so
you get to swim?
No, we're on a turtle.
That's so good.
Yeah. So this is the big island. There is kind of like a medium-sized island. On this island, you'll see. Oh, I need to. There's these little topaz gems. That's kind of our main collectible, and we'll use that in a moment. And then on this screen, I get to talk about something called, oh god, tap push, which is an intended mechanic by the developers, where I push these blocks kind of fast. If I just hold the direction, I actually push it slower, but if you release the direction input between each push, you go faster, which is pretty cool. But also, before you get used to the timing, it's a bit weird. But you start to develop a rhythm for it. And I already need to talk about the next trick because it's kind of weird. The next thing that we're going to do is it's called pause warp. So we call the little action that I do to do the grid offset, we call that a pause walk. And if I go here, and I do this pause walk, I maintain control through screen transitions. So I can just be on that side of the screen over there. And again on this side. You're not at all supposed to be able to do that. It only works when you have like an extended screen transition. The one that like takes more time. And it'll always still put you at the bottom of the screen there. The next thing coming up is the one trick and the run that I will not explain, mostly because it's just very jank and it would take me like several minutes to explain it properly. Let me grab this key first. Just note, you're not supposed to be able to do this.
Oh, goodness.
That's called platform skip.
I blinked. Do it again.
No thanks. I'd like to, one cutscene here. And then after this, we unlock all these orange rocks turn into little, we call them stonies. And they roll around and do fun things. Also, there's little music notes, because on the next screen, although we're not going to play it yet, there's a little xylophone here. That's kind of cool.
Can I slip in with some donations really quickly?
Yep,
Sure.
I was actually about to say we have a little bit of donation time.
Awesome. We have $300 from Gojira.
Oh, wow, thank you.
It says, Akurra hype? Go, Adventium, you've got this. Thanks to everyone for the amazing generosity to a good cause. And thank you, Advi. We have $125 from Craig Dude. That says, so amazing to see our friend Adventium kindly push and shove her way into this awesome GDQ event. Such an honor to see our game showcasted on such a positive event. Let's surf some turtles. Good luck, Advi!
Those are the developer and the composer for Akurra.
Oh, that's amazing!
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Gojira has been extremely supportive of the speedrunning community, and it's super awesome to see. He's planned for one of the things that you might not have realized. This is a game demo. The game's not actually out yet. It's coming out at like the end of this year, but the amount of feedback that we've been able to give them, because we're speedrunning, he takes a lot of that into consideration. Like, there's a timer in the game to see how long you can. Also, here's the good luck wall. There's a good luck wall. That's what I call it, at least. We'll see it later.
If you push on it, do you get better luck?
I like to tell myself that sometimes.
Is this like swag strats, or does it actually like intentionally do something?
Nope, it does nothing at all. The one thing I will note is all of this hidden movement is very well presented when you're like playing it casually. It's not confusing at all once you know where to look. But I just already know where everything is.
Those darn speedrunners knowing things about the games. So, you shove the blocks into the pits, and you walk over the grass, and more pits appears, and you grab the keys for the doors, and the topazes, and the stars, and the glitches, and I'm confused.
It is, yeah.
How does any of this work? Like, you're pushing these green things up, and there's this, like, totem people and the gongs. Like, what is the goal? Just get to the stars, and there's different ways to do that?
Well, it's a puzzle game, so there's supposed to be, like, all these nice solutions, and we just have a habit of, because we can break a lot of stuff by offsetting ourselves from the grid, there's a lot of unintentional ways that we have found to solve a lot of these puzzles.
I mean, routing a speedrun is really a whole puzzle.
Routing this game was
itself.
actually a lot of fun, especially for 100%, because the way that this game is like kind of an open world. It's just things. There's no like specific progression of where you have to go next. Alright, just to make sure I got that movement.
You're pushing these, like, rolling creatures around.
Yeah, these are the stonies. They're fun. They roll.
Oh.
So
I see the undo move, teleportation.
yeah, the interaction-based undo. I actually really like how that's implemented.
It's a cool feature.
Cool. So that was our last topaz. This is also our last music note. Right.
Do you need those because it's 100%, or do you have to, like, exchange them for a star?
The topaz or the music notes?
Yes.
Okay, so the topaz... Also, this is the last screen in the game. We're going here temporarily. We're not done with the run. It's just that there's also a star up here.
It's the last screen of the game?
Well, the way you end the game is you get on that turtle. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
and you have 5 stars, but you're getting 15.
Yes.
I see now.
The music notes are the solution to this puzzle, so now we get to play a xylophone. Okay. I wasn't 100% sure which note that was at first. The topaz, you need to collect them to, you need 6 of them to unlock these stonies. Time for my favorite movement optimization, which is a side effect of, you just kind of loop down there. It's a side effect of how the undo works. And then the most important thing is that I don't forget this key, because I have forgotten this key more than once in runs. But that's most of the Stone Island. And now I get to say the fun thing of, in this game, sleeping is a speedrun trick, and it's kind of weird. So, because we can get off, it's because we can get off the grid, but what happens if you sleep, your sprite gets like 1 pixel short, like 1 kind of unit shorter. So if we water reset and clip into this box, normally if you're sitting in a box, the box will get destroyed. Because we use a water reset clip, the game hasn't realized we're in the box, but we're still also above the box because we're offset up by 1. So we can't move down. But if we sleep, then we're not occupying that tile above us anymore, so we can move down, which then results in us being awake and inside the box again, but the game has realized it this time, so it destroys the box. Sleep clip is quite...
Okay, witchcraft.
Yeah, it's also very powerful. You'll see a lot of how that really gets used in the low percent run.
Thank you all so much for donating for that low percent run, by the way.
Yeah. And then up next is one of the small islands. I'm going to not talk because it just looks cool and I need to think. There we go. I have to concentrate to be able to get that movement cleanly without hesitating at all. But it looks really cool when you do. It's a really interesting little puzzle that we used to use some offsets to not after the blue bell, but we found a way of doing it without. This is just some basic stuff. We have a little bit of donation time here.
Okay, awesome. We have $100 from Professor Sill that says, "Good luck, Advi. Roll them stony boys." We have $16.14 from Winter that says, "Can't wait to race you again when the full game comes out." We have... Oh,
you're good.
We have $25 from Guiren. No comment, but thank you so much for your generosity.
This whole screen is so complex.
Yeah.
You're grabbing a bunch of keys for something later, I assume?
Mostly.
Are there ways you can, like, smuggle out keys by skipping where you're supposed to use them? And then do you, like, purposefully skip a key later?
Well, we can't skip keys because this is 100% and we need 100% of the items. But these big keys, the big green key and the big yellow key are, those aren't consumed, only the little small ones. So fun fact, this key has been accessible a very long time, and if you were paying attention, you might have realized there was an orange rock here. Yep, that was there the whole time. I just didn't need that key because I could get it later.
I was not paying attention.
And now I'm going to go to a little island called Eastern Shore, and I'm going to immediately leave because you can't actually go anywhere there. But I need to go here. Box top right, blue top left. So on this island is a solution to a different puzzle on a different island. And I always say out loud something like box top right, blue top left to remember what the actual puzzle is there. This puzzle that we're going to do and the xylophone are the only two things in this game that are fully randomized per save file. So I can't just, like, figure out what they'll be beforehand. Box top right...
Is there xylophone RNG?
There is xylophone RNG, yes. Oh, this is going to be weird. This is, not good RNG for this puzzle. But we got there. So now we have all 15 stars. We have one last little item to get on the Stone Island. And while we're getting that, I can comment on something called, a little infamous thing called 58 FPS on the community. Which is the reason I have about a 30-second lead on second place. Also, I have, in fact, gone the wrong way when getting back on this island before. That was fun. But
what is 58
so
FPS?
this game's movement, or at least the demo's movement, there's the good luck wall, by the way, was frame-based, not time-based. And if you don't set a speedrun cap on NVIDIA cards for some reason, it will decide to run at 58 FPS. So the game was running, I think it's like 3% slower in the actual movement than it was supposed to. Akurra has said they will change it to a proper delta time, and time is coming up as soon as the screen fades to white. And time. As I said, this is a demo, full game's not out yet. We're super looking forward to this, and the last thing we have to do, this verifies that we did in fact get 100% of everything. That's the 100% run.
Nice.
GG.
And if we're ready, I can go straight into the low percent once I get some more.
I mean, I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm just along for the ride,
Yeah.
really.
I'm also ready.
I don't get to ride on a turtle.
You're going to see a lot more naps in this run.
Oh, goodness.
We'll see how we really normally use it. And that's going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, naps are also a skip in real life.
You know, that's...
Tomorrow just comes so much sooner.
I guess it does, yeah. You also get to skip the sick part of the run if you take naps. So right away, we're not going to do that little movement optimization because I need to be able to undo. If I offset once, I'm going to take a nap. So the way this really works is currently I am occupying 2 tiles. The one I'm in and the one above me because I'm offset up a little bit. Once I'm sleeping, I'm not occupying the tile above me, so I can move upwards. And I'll move into the key block without having used it, but because now I'm standing up and I'm in it, I can unlock this way that I need to go. So that's a very good demonstration of the power of sleep clips. I am going to grab that key this time because we're not doing 100%, so I don't need as many keys, which means because that key is so fast, I want to grab it now instead of later. Oops. We'll need, there we go. Need 4 keys to get off the aliens. island. Also, don't need to do this puzzle anymore. We can just leave. And that's our first star already.
So, what is... Like, is low percent just avoiding the keys and such?
Yeah, small keys, a topaz, anything you pick up is considered an item that counts towards the percent. Previously, we would actually go to a couple other small islands when we did this. But we found ways to be able to get all 5 stars on this island. So here's an alternate solution. Fun fact about being offset up by 1, you can't collect items on that top section for some reason. Which I think has to do with the pedestals. Because those actually do shift you up. We'll do our next sleep clip right here. So what's going to happen is I'll be able to clip my head into the rock next to me, and then once I'm in that tile, I can push this box to the right, which basically lets us free everything, and then now because we have so many boxes, we can solve this entire puzzle without needing the stonies to roll around for us. This is absolutely not the way you're supposed to solve this puzzle. But that...
Do the stonies, like, also give you percent? Or do you need something to make
you need,
them start?
One moment. So if you see here, you need those 6 topaz to unlock them. That's what that little cutscene earlier was.
Oh.
And we don't want to collect topaz because that's percent.
Gotcha.
So we just get all 5 stars without having done that. And the game is not designed for that to happen. It doesn't stop you, but without any of the glitches, you can't collect 5 stars without grabbing 6 topaz to unlock the stonies.
You just glitch your way to 5 stars in the least items?
Yep. Back through caves.
That's kind of cool. The routing for this sounds really fun. Like this category.
This category is less about routing and more about how much can we avoid as all possible. And it was like every once in a while we'd find some other way to skip one item and there'd be a new lowest percent.
Lower percent.
So the fun thing about this room is we're gonna do another sleep clip, but that also involves standing next to a thing that I'm not allowed to pick up for 20 seconds, so it's a little scary sometimes. But this time we're going to clip into the box, and under normal circumstances, when you occupy the same space as a box, the box gets destroyed. And then I have to offset back down because I need to be... If I'm up 1 on the grid, I can't collect items above me. This last trick that I'm going to do is not going to save percent, but I want to show it off. This is called yellow key skip, so I'm going to do... Oh, I did it wrong again. But I step on that platform so that I have an undo available. And if I do this... Now I can undo in this little corner here. And I'm gonna do another sleep clip. The interesting thing about if you're not aligned to the grid, when you go through a screen transition, it will snap you to the top left of wherever you're occupying. So what that's gonna look like in a moment. So I'm currently in the rock above me, so if I move left, now I'm in the wall, and there's nothing above me, so I can move up here. I didn't unlock that yellow gate right there.
Does that mean you didn't need to pick up this
I
yellow
did
key?
need to pick up the yellow key, unfortunately, to get to the other 2 stars, because there's only... It is definitely possible to beat the... Oh, time's coming up, right? I should call that. And time. It's definitely possible to beat the game without the yellow key, but unfortunately we need a couple more small keys to get enough stars for that, so it's not a lower percent. I just really like doing that trick. And there's final verification, 21%. That is our lowest percent. And that's
Nice.
Akurra. Oh.
This looks so good. You're telling me there's more of this at the end of this year?
I know a lot of us in your community are very much looking forward to routing the full game when it comes out. I wanna shout out again Gajir for just being so supportive of the speedrun community and also really supportive of the run that I'm doing right here. It's really cool to see the devs actively supporting this kind of stuff. And also just it's very small. It's for the speedrunning community because this is just a demo and not a lot of people know about it, but it's also a lot of fun working with them to try and optimize as much as we possibly can.
I think some more people might know about it now.
Yeah, a few more. I encourage you to join the Discord and try your hand, see what you can do.
Is that it from us?
That's all I have.
Thank you guys so much for showcasing this run. I'm so glad that we got to see low percent. That was incredible.
And
Alright.
yeah,
Let's
it's
see.
it is
I've got
absolutely not
a few
out.
more
Oh,
donations
hello
here.
everyone.
Hi.
I can actually hear both of you now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Fantastic.
good.
Yeah.
Don't have to scream at 2 inches from each other. I'm a
Why
fan.
don't I, here, why don't you two show off some prizes? I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Oh, give
Okay.
me back. All right. You know, that sounds great to me. What's up, Aaron? Do you want to talk about some amazing prizes that we have?
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Absolutely. So don't forget, you can go to gamesdonequick.com and check out all of the prizes that we have for the marathon. And you don't need to do anything. When you donate, you're automatically going to be entered to win as long as you meet the minimum threshold for the prize that you're interested in. And also, you can see pictures of them. Where else can we see pictures of them?
You can see them on the Instagram. You can follow us at GamesDoneQuick. We will be doing prizes in our stories, and we will be also doing Q&As with runners and reels. We're on the Instagram now, so check us out.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, let's get into our first prize. We have this Meta Knight keychain. It is super, super cute. It has this gorgeous border around it. Really, really firm. And it has this really awesome art of Meta Knight from the Kirby series, of course. It's a $5 minimum donation given to us by Vats of Goop. Thank you very much for that prize. $5 minimum donation.
And we have the Gen 1 starter pearlers from Kinda Nerdy Housewife. We got Venusaur. We got Blastoise.
Yes, absolutely.
And Charizard.
Yeah, we just saw an awesome, we saw the Pokeflicker one. We have Pokemon Red coming up later. So you'll get to see tons of these awesome friends. And it's a $15 minimum donation for the whole set of 3. You don't have to choose between them. Hey, welcome back.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
how's it going?
I've been here the whole time. And you know what, my favorite thing is we were talking a little bit right before the segment. We found out that all 3 of us picked different starters as kids.
Yes, we did.
Oh, we
It was
did.
perfect.
Yeah, I think Air Angel, you said you like Blastoise.
Yep, and
Squirtle Squad.
I am, of course, a fan of our little Frick Bulbasaur.
All about Charmander. And on the note of Charmander, we
Yes.
got to talk about this absolutely beautiful hand-inked painting from K Duffels. I'm going to bring it up to the camera just so you all can get a closer shot of it while Richard focuses in on it. Look at that.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. That is the Charmander evolutionary line done entirely in just red ink in this like 4x4 frame. It is absolutely incredible. The level of shading and detail in such a small picture using only a single color. Brilliant.
It's really amazing what people, do in preparation for these events and donate and make for this marathon. It's so fantastic.
I'm not someone who's like super creative and artistic, and it is always amazing to see the amazing things people donate.
Yeah.
That comes to us from K Duffels, $25 minimum donation. Just make sure to get those donations in today. And speaking of amazing artistic pieces.
Yes, exactly. And this one's also a $25 minimum
so
donation. 25 is going to get you to everything we're talking about during this segment. We've got the starters, but they're small. They're
They're
baby.
baby. They're baby. me.
And they are having such a wonderful, grand old time. And, the caption of this painting, which I absolutely love, is "This is where we started." And all those with that Gen 1 nostalgia, not me, because I'm too small for that. I started at Gen 3, but
It's okay.
still.
It's okay. The 90s kids know.
Exactly.
It makes us feel very old.
Yeah, I played Fire Red, I played the remake. I got to experience hanging out with these Gen 1 starters. But yeah, reminder, $25 minimum donation, painted and sent to us by Carolyn Design. Thank you so much for your talent and sending this to us.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Carolyn. We have the PlayStation Classic here because there is a bonus run we have today. Is that not correct?
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
I think that is at $50,000 total donated to the marathon. We're just a little bit under $46,000 right now. $4,000 more donation we need to get. I'm stumbling over my words, but with $4,000 more donated to the marathon, we will get to see that bonus run. It's going to be amazing. You don't need to donate to anything specific.
Yep.
Just make sure that total hits $50,000 tonight. And to help you get there, PlayStation Classic. It's got all the classic PlayStation games you can play. It's got Final Fantasy VII on there. It's got Wild Arms. Big fan of Wild Arms, personally. It's got Jumping Flash, the game I keep seeing and still don't understand.
Still don't know what it is, but that's it. You could understand if you win this
you win
prize.
the prize.
$50 minimum donation sent to us by a very generous anonymous donor. Thank you so much. And just remember to get those donations in today. And there are so many other prizes that we have that we don't have here to show you all from ASCII Gurumi. We have a beautiful Charizard amigurumi. It's a little hand-knitted doll of Charizard. Looks absolutely fantastic. And from Corky Lund, we have an amazing Game Boy themed tote bag. It's like a 16 by 16 functional tote bag. So, you can put stuff in it. You can take it places. Also show off, your Game Boy love. Show off your love of, the console where we all started. Come on.
Absolutely, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You can carry around all your fabulous prizes that you've won during this marathon if you go and donate.
Indeed. All of those prizes and more could be yours for a $25 minimum donation. And on top of that, $25 is going to get you 1/5 of the way entered into our grand prize, a PlayStation 5. You still can't find PlayStation 5s these days. You know you want it. It's a great console. It's got great games. You can play the Final Fantasy VII Remake on it.
So you can play the original, you can play the remake, and just need a $125 cumulative donation. You'll get both.
Exactly. $125 cumulative donation throughout the marathon is going to get you entered into that.
Yeah.
So $25 entered into everything we talked about today and more. $25 tomorrow, the next day, and before you know it, you're going to be entered into that amazing grand prize as well as a ton of other awesome prizes.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And to stay up to date on everything that's going on during Frost Fatales, just go to GamesDoneQuick.com. Check out the tracker. Check out the schedule. And keep watching, donating, and getting hyped for all the runs that we have the rest of the night and the rest of the marathon. Thank you all so much for watching, hanging out with us, and we'll see you later on in the evening. Thank you all.
Bye.
Oh, wow, those prizes look awesome. Remember, guys, we really want to push for that 50K. We really want to push for that 50K, but this is it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for keeping me company, for sending in all of your incentives and all of those donos. It's been a great time. I will be back on Friday night, but for now, I'm going to be handing it over to It's Your Girl C, who will be hosting. Make sure to get her run in, and we're going to be getting ready for Pokemon Red. Thank you guys again so much. Have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. We're going to go to a break. Remember to hydrate, everyone.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Frost Fatales 2022. This is It's Your Girl C, and I'm excited to be with you this evening while we await the Pokemon Red run. I'm super excited to see this run because it was one of the first games that I received for Christmas. So I would love to know what the first game you got for Christmas or any other holiday was. I think that'd be an awesome thing for us to take up in the chat. And while we're waiting on the run, I hope you guys enjoyed the prize segment. There's some really awesome items ready for you to place a bid on when you donate. The donations actually are super important right now because, hey, I need to level with you guys. Everybody, everyone out there, everybody listening, we want to get to 50K tonight, by midnight, by the end of this Pokemon Red run. You want to know why we want to do that? Because you guys have to see Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade Intermission. It features Yuffie. I'll be playing it. I have an awesome commentator, and we'd love to have the opportunity to share it with you. So please keep donating. Every dollar counts towards Malala Fund. Every dollar can also get you closer and closer to any of the incentives that are going on right now, which there are several of. I'm super excited for the WarioWare Get It Together run tomorrow. Love to see some dancing. You can never have too much dancing. It's gonna be a really great time. I hope you guys will keep watching, keep enjoying. We can't wait to see kind of what's coming up. You can always go to gamesdonequick.com, check out the schedule for all the runs that will be happening soon. And don't forget to drop those donations in. They're really important. Very, very important. Everyone goes towards this event's charity, Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and lead. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education. They invest in local education leaders and amplify the voices of girls fighting for change. You can learn more at malala.org. Still working on some things to get us ready for the next run. Hang tight for a little bit and we will be getting underway very, very, very soon. All right, everybody. Hey, looks like we're at $46,073.97. We've only got a little less than $4,000 to go, and then we'll get to see that Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade Intermission run. And I'm gonna keep plugging it because I'll be the one playing it, and I want to spend way more time with everybody out there. I want more Frost Fatales. I know you guys want more Frost Fatales. But it looks like we're gonna get more Frost Fatales right now because Pokemon Red is on deck, and Swiftaloo, it's time for you! And Pokemon too!